Yo. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? We about to get right on into this video in a second. Let me just go to the bathroom real quick, and then we're gonna get started shortly. Alright, we back and we about to get right on into this video. No cap, no kizzy. Hold on, let me just open this stream on my right over here. Now we about to get right on into it, my boys. I'll just get this intro off. Oh, gotta fix the cam. Alright. There we go. You can hear me, Martin? Hold on. I'm trying to join the audio. It says I'm connecting. You can hear me? No, I can't. If you hear me, like, shake your head. Damn, I don't know why you can't hear me. Hold on. It says join audio. I don't know why you can't hear me, bro. You should be able to. I don't know why it's acting weird. You can hear me? Alright, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Jesus. You seem. You said what? Chilling. Whoa, what the fuck? Now my Zoom disappeared. What the fuck? You even see my screen? See, like. Alright. Jesus, where the fuck it go? All these monitors up here, all these screens, cuz. Nah, I feel you. Damn. But now I have a, by the way, I have a buy limit at 13,710. Why Zoom? I just updated Zoom and this shit started acting dumb. Alright. Yeah, that's why I wanted to say it over there. Alright. Yeah, I probably should be activated now. Yeah, because I had it in there because I knew I was just going to start it on the stream. Alright, it just activated literally just now. So here, while I am doing these markups, this is the trade that I'm currently in. But alright, that's the trade I'm currently in, but we about to get into this overall. Why I wanted to get this trade here, the reasoning behind it, and just overall markup. So we're going to start off getting the previous day's high. We're going to get the previous day's low. Boom. Oh. Come on. Previous day's low. We're going to get the previous day's Asian session range. So from 18 o'clock all the way to midnight, that is going to be our Asian session range. Boom. Boom. Then we're going to get the 12 a.m. open, which is right here. So now looking at where we got in at this trade, I'm getting in at the 12 a.m. open. I'm also going to pull a fib from this low to this high. And you can see that we have this 62% rejection. That is where my buy limit was. My buy limit is at that 62%. So from this high and this low right here is where I drew the fib. Why it is low? Because this is the low that cleared the liquidity to the left. So if this is the true low of the day, then this should be a safe stop loss. And that's why my stop is below that London session low. And I also have that if you pull your fib from yesterday's previous day's low to this high that we had right in here, this is where price is currently rejecting on that fib. So I'm overall, I know I'm not long-term bullish right now. I am pretty bearish based off of higher time frames, but just given what I'm getting right now, I ideally just want to target this high and then potentially target this low right down here, and that should be able to give me a potential 1 to 3 trade. And even if I just get out of the trade a little bit above this high right here, would be a 1 to 2. So let me mark that up. Right here is my 1 to 2. But ideally, I would be wanting to try to take it all the way up to here if price does want to do that. But we will see. We also have that 13,900 level up there. So that's another confluence up here. We have 13,800 right above the TP2. So we'll see. We will see what happens. We will see. Okay. Yeah, it's because it's all about the setup. If it's a London continuation, it shouldn't run this low no matter what. And if it runs it low, then it's either, if you are right on the direction, it's either going to stop you out and then go the other way, or it's just going to continue going down. That's why I always have it at the London low, because that's just part of the rules. If it's going to be a London continuation, it should not break this low. And if it breaks this low, then the setup I was looking for is non-existent and was not going to happen. Yeah, I'm only looking to take trades within like a certain time period. No, you got in at 725. That's not that bad of an entry. How wide is your stop? Like, point wise? Yeah, I'm only using 50. Risk reward is the most important part. Because depending on the rules I always have a set of rules. Like, especially in this case scenario, if I would have been able to get a 1 to 2 at just as high at the that I drew the fib, that would have been my trade right there. Just a 1 to 2, get out at that high. But in this case, that's not 1 to 2. 1 to 2 would be a little bit above that high. But that's why stop loss placement is so important, because if I had an even smaller stop, I might be able to get out at a 1 to 2 just at this high. That's why stop loss is important, and just knowing where to have a proper stop loss. That's why with these London continuation setups, I always know where my stop loss is going to be below that London session low. And if it gets violated, then I just know price isn't likely going to hold. Or over here. Over here? Or a different one? 20 seconds today, my boy. 20 seconds today. I'm like, 22nd. What's going on, my boy? Yeah, the 20th or 19th. Yeah, that's like around that area, 13,900 that I was looking to target. And also, if you get the volume profile, I haven't pulled it yet. So from here to here, nah, move it one more. You can see the bulk of the volume is in this area right down here where I'm looking to enter. So this is going to be ideally the best possible spot, because this is where the majority of the bulk orders are getting put in. You see this red line? That's the point of control. So that's where the most volume is. Look at that. And look what's happening with price. Slowly but surely. That's like I'm not 100%, but I think it's like close to probably like the orders being put in those areas. I'm not sure how to read it though, but I just know there's a lot of numbers. It's a lot. You could change the colors though. I have it red, but here they usually look like this. Let me put this. They'll look like this. So you could change it. I just like mine being a certain color. That's just me though. And yeah, ideally this would be a pretty good target because another target that's just 13,900 is another high volume area. So I could see the likelihood of being running through this area here where there's not as much volume to this next high volume area. But we'll see what happens. I'm only taking one trade. If I lose it, then I'm just done for the day. Yeah. US30 is looking way more bearish than NAS 100. Yeah, if this ends up being another reversal day, that would kind of suck. Because there's no like reason, in my opinion, for prices to start really dropping right now. It didn't really have any retracements on the fib, nothing. So if it just drops, it was just meant to go lower. No 38.20% rejection, no nothing. The 38.20% is at 13,900. So let's just see if we can hold 13,700, and if we can't, it's just gonna be a short stream. Yeah, US30 is looking way more bearish right now. It looks like it's gonna clear this low for sure. NAS, it could still potentially hold. But I don't know. Everything's looking pretty bearish right now. NAS looked like it had a higher chance to push, but right now we'll see what happens. Because NAS has a different setup also. NAS was able to clear this high. This is the low of the day that is at, and we're at a big figure level right now. I don't know. Unless these pairs have a potential false break of this low while NAS continues to push, then I don't know. We'll see. But they always don't have the same. They always don't move the same. So you just gotta always keep that in mind. And based off higher time frame, I do want to be going long from 13,700. So if I'm able to catch this move here, I'm more than likely to just leave a runner. Because this is the area that I was looking to target this week, 13,700. Now we're in it, so I'm gonna just stick to my long buys. And if I get stopped out, it is what it is. Hopefully I don't get stopped out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why it's always just about having rules. I always know where my stop loss is going to be, depending on the situation. Let's see. If price doesn't start holding this order block down here, then the likelihood of price staying above 13,700 is going to be pretty unlikely, and it might just continue bearish, just creating the weekly low again. Because, yeah, there goes US30. NAS is dropping a little bit. If it's going to follow the rest, then this is going to be a L, but I'll stick to what I'm looking at. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Yeah. On the daily. Yeah. But I was just looking at how it reacted. Look at how it tapped into the 79% on the higher time frame to the pip. This was yesterday. Yesterday's low of the day is right here. And now look, if we can continue pushing, we'll be able to hold above the 13,700 in the order block. So that would be an ideal situation. If it comes any lower, then at that point we just have a big range in which we got to figure out if price is going to try to go higher or lower. But if we could stay right where we are now, we have an easy identification of where price is trying to go depending on where it closes. And as you can see, price is still trying to reject this area. And if you look on US30, we did have this false break. So it could just be two different setups on two different pairs. So this might have a potential reversal, and this could be that continuation. But they both might still be going in that same direction. And if you look at here, this low still hasn't been violated. So if it could easily start pushing, but as long as that low doesn't get violated, I'm gonna still be in this trade. And that's why I have my stop loss in these specific areas. Like the trade system is always what really makes you your money. What keeps you from making money is more or less your discipline, you, self-discipline, patience. It's all like the internal things. Yeah. Yeah, just be consistent with it. Yes, sir. That's why we have it in the first place. But you get to points where, like, I want to say that you're gonna be good for the rest of your career, but in reality, no one's ever gonna be good. There's always like little things that you gotta improve on. Like even, like I'm at the point where I don't really want to improve my trading. Trading is more or less I'm trying to improve myself as the trader, because we may know how to trade, but that doesn't mean that us as a person is good enough to be that six-figure, seven-figure trader. And that's us. That has to do with our discipline. That has to do with how we come into the market, how many trades we're taking, knowing when to take days off, knowing when not to trade. That's all what really makes a good trader. Just knowing how to trade is one thing. That's the skill set. We have the skill. We're learning and getting better at the skill set. But us as a person, we have to develop into that person that's gonna be who we want to be. If that makes sense. And that's something I've learned. Cause I know how to trade. It's not like I can't really. Anybody could tell patterns. Anybody could tell where a chart looks like it's going. But to be able to follow your rules religiously, that's what really makes a good trader. And that's something I've been struggling with lately. My self discipline. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but my self discipline has been shitted. But it takes. You got to be able to admit it sometimes. So you got to know where and what to work on. Facts. Look at price though. Hey man, as long as if I have a winning trade today, it's just gonna add to my confidence, man. Yeah, I might try to start using the buy limits too. That might help with discipline, but to an extent, I know I'm not gonna like it because I'm gonna miss so many trades, and I'm gonna want to just commit. I'm gonna want to commit. Mhm. Yeah, I've peeped that. Cause it's just like you're away from it. You know what you want to see, but now you're not letting your emotions and everything get involved because you're not active on it. So whatever happens, happens. That's the way it should be. But to an extent, if I did that, I probably wouldn't be able to go live every day. Little shit, just like little things I like to do, you know. And I enjoy being on the charts. If I was just looking at charts for 5 minutes and just setting it and just never looking at the rest of the day, I wouldn't have as much fun with it personally. I might be a better trader, but I don't really like that. I like being able to look at the charts, watch it happen, be live when it happens. There'll be certain days where I'm cool with it, like being free. Like when you're on vacation, that's the best time to have good trades like that because you don't got to worry about it. You're making the money and you're enjoying your time. So it's a little different, but when you're in that work mindset, you want to be at your computer. You want to be in this zone. Like you have a whole setup for a reason. You know what I mean? Because this is your craft. This is what you enjoy. This is what you put money into. But yeah, it's good to have you back though. It's good to talk to someone. I took it like when you were on Jamaica. I took like a week off the streams. Yeah, I was active in the chat for the most part. Yeah, Chinaman, he's good. I fuck with him. That's my guy. Yeah, like we trade similar ways. It's just everyone has their own little trade style. You know what I mean? Everyone takes what they know from like ICT and they make it their own little style. Like me personally, I look for different setups. I mark my chart up differently, but at the end of the day, we're still looking for similar things: liquidity runs, retracements, stuff like that. At the end of the day, though, there's a million ways to make $1 million, son. It's just all about what works for you. That's how I look at it. Nah, US 30's been shitted. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you go to the daily on US 30, god damn, the fuck. Like long term, this we're getting ready to probably, in my opinion, I think we're getting ready to have a major drop. That's personally what I'm thinking. Not even that. But if you just look at the weekly time frame right now, this is how we are right now. We've rejected it multiple times. We ran up this week, cleared this liquidity, and immediately started dropping again. And this is after having a 38.20% rejection. So I think the likelihood of running down to these other fib levels are going to be far more likely now. And at least come down to this 33,400 area down here. But then again, I'm also keeping in mind what's going on NAS 100. NAS 100 looks like it's potentially going to start pushing higher. So I don't know. We honestly going to see. Look at NAS right now. Look at that. That's why I just like having one setup. You know, it makes it easy. A lot of the times I want to take my reversal setups, but that's when my discipline comes into play. And it's like, damn, I have to either not take the setup or take a risk that I don't want to take. 30,000. Yeah, it definitely could, but I think we'll probably see a lot of reaction around 31,000 before we get to 30, in my opinion. Yeah, around 31,000, there's like two major ones. We have this order block in here and right here. So that just tells me that there's a lot of orders in this 31,000, and we're below all this liquidity, and we have this fair value gap right in here. So at some point, I think, yeah, we definitely will come down. Don't know when, but at some point. No, facts. But we'll see though. We will see. I'm waiting for this last trade to get to my 1-to-1. Got a little bit to go. My 1-to-1's like just right above, right below this high. Hopefully we can get to 1-to-1 today. Every other time I take a trade, my 1-to-1 just takes forever and then reverses on my ass. And I see this is why just knowing stop placement and just letting it do what it does. Because regardless what happens right now, if this is going to be a London continuation, this low should not get traded through. And if you look at S&P, look how close it got without clearing this low. And if this is a true London continuation, it will not come back down to that low. It's a little different for US 30. US 30 looks like it had that false break scenario. Kind of. This looks like it's still falling. It's not even a false break. So I don't know. They do different things. They're not always going to be the same. That's really what it comes down to. But do we have news? We have news at 9:45. But we also have the open in about 2 minutes. So we're going to see what happens in price right now. Price is either going to melt. Oh, US 30 is dropping. I wonder what that means for NAS. We about to find out. Yeah, US 30 is mountain. S&P still rejecting. So I do think right now S&P and US 30 are the two pairs that are kind of coexisting right now. Yeah, it could, but that's a major false break. It could be a false break of the previous day's low, but we just got to see how it starts to react though now after clearing this low. Because if we can get back above 34,600, then I think it could still keep going higher. Yeah, look how it's reacting. We get there, almost at TP1. Yeah, TP1's about to get hit a little bit, but we're probably going to see reaction at this order block right here. Also want to keep that in mind. Hopefully it's not long-term reaction, but nonetheless we will see some reaction in here. Yeah, look at that, to the pip. Got rejection. Come on, keep pushing. Keep pushing. I'm telling you, I can never get to 1-to-1. Like recently, getting to 1-to-1 is so stressful. Like, look, right before 1-to-1, this is going right back to break even. It's cool though, because if it would have went to 1-to-1 and then went to break even, I would probably be out of this trade right now. Yeah, there's US30 holding above. Let's see if it tapped in anywhere on the higher time frame that made it had another reaction. Yeah, it looks like it's probably a fib. So if I go from this leg to here, it looks like it's holding that 79%. That's the 34,600 level that I was talking about. So I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, if this can keep going higher, I think it's gonna clear all this liquidity and make it run probably for this 38.20% up here around here, or even just 35,000 up in that area. Oh, there goes Nas. There goes TP1. Nah, I would just break even. It depends where you got in though. Never mind. It's all good. You live and learn. Live and learn, Birdie. Yeah, once we clear this high, I'm breaking even. Yes, sir. We litty. I'm trying to get to like 1-to-2. I'm probably just gonna get to like 1-to-2, 1-to-2.5, take my partial, and just let the rest run. I would ideally want to get TP3, 4, because that's around that 13,900 area, but only time will tell. I'm not gonna try and get more than I can handle. Also, got to keep in mind that we're gonna have to get through that 13,800 level to get to TP2. So, damn, we came this close to clearing that high and missed. Yeah, more than likely. Here, I'm gonna get that volume profile again just so I can see where price is having these reactions at. Yeah, look right here. This 13,800 level is gonna see reactions for sure. Oh, there goes S&P. S&P just had a drop. Oh, there goes Nas now too. Major rejection. If S&P clears this low, Nas is probably gonna keep falling. Damn. See, I'm telling you, can't even get past TP1. Nah. If S&P keeps falling, the US30's already fell. This is just next. I ain't already had this rejection. I would hope it's gonna keep going higher, but based off probabilities, that's a major rejection. Rip. I don't know. I'm gonna just let it run. If it stops me out, it stops me out. But the likelihood of it playing out right now, both pairs have cleared the London lows. And right now, this is having a major rejection. Might just keep this bearish ass trend. Didn't tap into no fib levels. Nothing. Didn't even tap into 13,800. Yeah, he always be. I feel like he's always bearish. Ooh. But yeah, there's a lot of orders in here, so I don't know. I'm gonna just wish for the best. Like I said, stop loss is where it's supposed to be. And there goes S&P trying to come back up. We'll see what happens. I'm just holding until TP2. Once we get to TP2, I'll be alright. My TP2s are at a little bit above 13,800, so like 13,817. TP like 4 is at 13,900. Yeah, I wonder too. Hopefully, just makes price fly. That would be best case scenario. Yeah, S&P had that false break. Just gotta keep pushing. I need to get above these highs. Oh yeah, that's a great rejection on the 5-minute. Keep on going. Keep on going. Hate these rejections like this, bro. This could easily go two ways right now. It's either it can just drop and melt, or it can fly. Ugh. Oh man, we about to find out what price is gonna really want to do now. That's why I always like to try to get out at these highs, depending on the risk reward. Like if this would have been my 1 to 2 up here, I probably would try to get out at that high, because a lot of the time you have situations like this where I'll come close to it and then keep going the other way and keep that bearish trend or bullish trend depending on the situation. Yeah, there goes price falling. I don't know. Part of me doesn't think this is gonna work out right now. Everything else is dropping. Everything's dropping. Best case scenario is it does keep playing out, but probability wise, doesn't look as promising no more as it once did. Especially on the 5-minute. These major reactions and drops we're getting aren't small drops. Like the trade idea is a great idea as is. It's just because it's a good idea don't mean it's gonna work out. Because we have the Asia session high, we have a high volume area, big figure level, order block rejection, fib long, and we got in right below the 12 a.m. open, which would be an ideal area to go long. So the trade idea itself is good, but doesn't mean it's always gonna work out. Yeah. There goes S&P. Yeah, everything's dropping. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna play out. I'm gonna wait till it hits stop loss, but probability wise, it doesn't look like it's gonna play out. Yeah, everything is dropped majorly, so it's probably only a matter of time before Nas drops also, and it's already reaching for these lows after having a major rejection of these highs. So yeah, I'm about to get stopped out right now. Well, it's already there. It's too close. It's not gonna. Even if it goes higher, it's gonna be a false break. It's gonna clear the low. I'm gonna just let it do it. I already know it is, but short stream today. I ain't even gonna take any more trades. Ain't even no point. Price is just extremely bearish right now. Ain't nothing I could do about it. Yeah, I just got stopped out. It is what it is. If this clears the low and just reverses, bro, I'm gonna be so tight. Cause this shit is annoying when it does that shit. Yeah, let me just journal this trade. Rest in peace. honest, if this does a false break, I'm gonna be very annoyed. Big figure, order block. Yeah, there's a lot of confirmations for this trade. Yeah, it's because you can't really do any, not any job really allows you to do that. Some do, but for the most part, you can't. Yeah, bro. No, facts. Yeah, it's everything's just bearish as fuck right now. Just based off of this is just gonna keep on dropping. I don't know how price is gonna be at this 13,700 level because it's still early. If it could still drop, clear this previous day's low, and just start flying later on in the day and still stay above this 13,700 level. Yeah, right now it's just dropping. Yeah, no, there was no reason for me to believe it was gonna go bearish. So this is the 38.20% all the way up here. Like it came nowhere near it. Like this is not even a 20% rejection. Let me see. Look at that. On what? To here. Okay. Yeah, there's just a lot of liquidity right here. Like I know at some point price is gonna need to come high. This is like a five, one, two, three, four, five, uh, five highs. Oh, damn. Rest in peace. Nice today. Good shirt idea just got shitted on. How many continue? How many? I got like no good. The only good trade I would have had this week was right here. We had this London continuation. We had one London continuation. Two. Two this week, Monday and Tuesday. The rest of the week was just all reversals. You gotta keep consistent with the lots, damn. You Nas, don't do this now, you bitch. You bitch. This is every time, bro. Every time. Nah, I came right to it. Ain't that some shit? Never fails. Never fails. And watch, it's gonna try to get right back above that 13,700 area. When's 9:45? Right now. Damn. Maybe that's why. It might just be a lot of volume being pushed in. Because S&P and US 30 aren't really going higher. Might have just been like a liquidity push price up to keep dropping. Because if I go to where is it at? I'll look it up. My effects book. Maybe we had 2 negative. That shit about to go. That shit doing what I figured it probably would do. That's the one thing I've noticed with these setups. There's always a time where it'll probably stop you out when you have the London continuation and then turn into a reversal after it cleared those lows. Like I'm still trying to play around with re-entries with things like this happening, where it's the same trade idea, just had a little bit of a obstacle, if that makes sense. Because I'm still bullish on it based off higher time frame. It was just a matter of this intraday price doing a specific thing. Like I kind of want to go long too, but it's not even worth it no more. I'm done. Yeah, he caught sells. Me personally, I wouldn't have took that just because of how close it got to that high. I'm surprised it didn't even clear it. Like ain't no way I'm holding a trade this much. This is my stop loss. Ain't no way. This is a rare occurrence. Usually it will not get this close. There are times where it does though. Like this is like not even a pip. Not even. Like spread probably would have stopped you out if I would have got in there. Just short. Yeah, be like that sometimes. Sometimes you get good entries, sometimes you don't. Nah, yeah, I don't know what price is gonna do. I frankly don't even give a fuck either. Uh, US 30 drop, US 30 higher time frame still dropping. Nas it's probably just gonna keep dropping at this point and just keep. It's already made a new low for this week, but I think it'll probably just keep going or just keep dropping and then eventually start reacting and just close the week off somewhere inside of this range. Like if we just keep pushing, we'll probably just end off somewhere within here. Honestly, we'll just close off somewhere in here, wherever that is, 13,900, 13,800, consolidate away. But I don't think we're gonna keep dropping majorly, in my opinion. At least for NAS. Uh, what you mean by that? This week probably not. I'm probably at a net loss this week. This week I had a good trade Monday. But that was probably like the only real good trade I had. Tuesday, I held a whole trade, had a good trade, but then it reversed 100% when it was literally 8 points away from my TP. So that shit happened. Matter of fact, where was that? Where was that shit? Right in here. I caught this whole down move. My TP was at these lows, and I did this. So yeah, that was my Tuesday trade. Ain't that some shit? Like, look, I just wanted it to take this low, and that was my TP. And look at that. Yup. Missed the whole thing and 100% retraced. Oh yeah. It's the life right there. Yeah, there goes Nas trying to get above 13,700 again. US 30, everything's extremely bearish. I don't know. That's just too bearish for me. This is like really trending. Little to no retracement, nothing. That's just what happens when you get caught in higher time frame moves. Like this is just a big expansion on the higher time frame that wants to come lower. So that's why it looks like this, and it's having little to no pullbacks. But yeah, with that being said, I'm done. I'm done looking at this shit. I could care less right now. All for my day. Delete all of these, everything, and I'll redo it all this weekend. Nah, yeah, that's it. One and done. On to the next. I think National 100 is still going to keep pushing. We're about to have 100% retracement already on this move, so ain't that some shit. But hey, live and learn. Live and learn. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I'm done now. Fuck. Fuck. Did exactly what I didn't want it to do. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, Nas. I'm just mad at it. At least I knew it. I said if it keeps going, it could possibly have a false break if it keeps going higher. And look at that. Look at that shit. Like, I don't know. This week, it's come so close to clearing lows and just hasn't done so. Like, look. Once again. What the fuck? What the fuck? I think 13,800 first, then potentially 13,900, but I won't have my hopes up. I think it's just going to probably come up and then probably just keep ranging, honestly. Because we could just stay in this higher time frame, 13,700 area, and just accumulate more orders. I think that would be more of a likelihood that price will keep pushing later on next week. I don't know. I'm gonna end it off there, yeah. But alright, bro. I'll talk to you. See you Monday. I'll probably do something this weekend. I don't know yet. I'm gonna see. I'll let everyone know. But alright, bro. I'll talk to you. You be safe. Everyone else be safe too. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And that's really it. Short little stream. It was about almost an hour, but took our one trade, one and done. Be back next week. And that's really it. So see you all soon. Have a productive weekend. Stay productive today, and I'll see you all. And happy Earth Day. Yeah, happy Earth Day.